Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Class 3A and we are from Group 5. My name is Lozime.
My name is Yining.
My name is Irene Li Ailing.
My name is Lo Yinghui.
My name is Lin Qianbei.
My name is Roshan.
Today, we are going to discuss Test 7 and the topic is about risks and challenges that companies are facing when dealing with visual content.
First of all, does everyone know what visual content is?
Not very clear about it. Could you please explain it, Yining?
Sure, Irene. Visual content simply means using image to inform and entertain potential clients. Any type of visual effect may be used. There's no lack of possibility for marketers, including screenshot, GIF, videos, and photos. Additionally, they simplify topics that may otherwise be challenging to understand. The power of visual content is undeniable. They create better engagement and enduring impression and an emotional attachment. So, Zme, do you know what the risks and challenges are with visual content?
Yes, I know some of it. Major challenges that companies are facing when dealing with visual content is budget planning and marketing audience. The advertising budget is very important because setting an advertising budget in advance enable you to predict the cost needed so as to make a long-term business plan. By planning the budget, you can carefully consider the scale of the advertisement, such as the number of channels, the size of the audience, the duration of the advertising campaign, and so forth. If the budget is not determined in advance, you may not be able to track the expenditure and over expenditure of advertising, or you may not reserve enough budget for advertising at all. Both of these situations may limit your business growth, so in order to do a good job of cost control, it is necessary to establish a deviation analysis mechanism to find out the deviation between the actual cost of the project and the budget benchmark. Employees must budget costs and then use judgment to determine if the cost will be overspending.
What are the risks that companies are facing when working with visual content?
The risk that companies are facing when dealing with visual content is overspending. If the advertising budget is overspending, the advertisement will be paused and no advertisement will show. Without advertising, the company loses a lot of sales. If an advertising overspend occurs, the company must adjust to sell. The daily budget can be appropriately increased to bring more exposure. When an advertising plan is not cost-effective in the long term, the company can gradually reduce the advertising bid and daily budget.
Yes, I totally agree with Zime. Not only that, the risk that company will face is poor return. Despite brand tripling, spending on crafting branded content, most marketers continue to see poor returns. In the same report, Beacon Research discovered that 95% of branded content is ignored by consumer. So it's important to define what goal you want to achieve and which category of audience you want to reach before creating any visual content. This will help you to tailor your content to your audience interests and preference. Moreover, marketing survey is also a good way to connect with your audience. In this way, you can understand your audience and avoid the possibility of high poor returns. Do you have other ideas about this topic, Irene?
Yes, I have. The challenge that companies face when dealing with visual content is color. In advertising creative design, color plays a very important role in the overall coordination of advertising. Only when the main advertisement image is in harmony with the background color can the entire advertisement work have a permanent effect. But if we don't have clear guidance on how to use color, using colors based on the preference of the designers or the team can result in a product that looks confusing. Not only that, it will attract consumers' attention. It can even cause visual fatigue and arouse consumers' resentment.
Irene, I would like to know what benefits that color can bring to a company.
The benefit that color can bring to a company is can increase branding efforts. Brand design use unique and iconic visual hues to attract customer attention and convey ideas. It is characterized by a unique identity that accurately conveys their corporate image and rely on his highly recognizable and acceptable visual communication method to double the publicity of the enterprise and leave a deep impression on all consumers. Enterprises can use these consoles, visual carriers, and colors to reflect the image of the corporate brand and greatly enhance corporate visibility. Yinghui, do you think color has an impact on advertising?
The color used in a design can actually have an impact on its viewer. Using color in graphic design is an excellent way to influence the way a viewer feels about the composition. For example, bright green colors tend to avoid springtime and nature, which would make a perfect sense for a renewable energy company logos. All companies and brands utilize color on their website, in their advertisements, and on their products. So it works well to choose color that resonate with the mission of the business. Just like the perfect shade of paint can breathe life into a room, the right color can trigger the desired action from a consumer. But don't just take our word for it. We connected the seasoned professional who fully understand the impact of color in design and business. I think that in color matching of advertising design, a stable color processing method should be selected. The theme color should be determined according to the master-slave relationship. And then, other colors should be reasonably designed to coordinate with the main tone, such as blue makes you calm. Color visuology has been a long, powerful marketing tool. For example, merchandiser use different colors to trigger emotions needed to get customer to buy. When adjusting the color brightness, you should choose similar color to improve the harmony of advertising machine. What about you, Chenbei? Can you share some of your opinion with us?
Sure, why not? Let me give my opinion to all of you. In my opinion, I think employees have not received professional training, resulting in technical problems. This will spend more costs and resources on technical issues. For example, if the test layout is too complex and less focused, it will make consumers feel bored and uninterested because the text is the most direct element of visual communication effect in advertising design. Besides, concise text can improve the visual effect of the entire advertising work through reasonable layout, highlight the focus of advertising content, attract attention of consumers, help consumers clearly and understand the core content of the advertisement, and deepen the influence of consumers on advertising products.
What do you think about employees' use of unauthorized image or graphics?
The employees use for unauthorized image or graphics may result in copyright infringement. Employees need to make sure that the image they use are all legal or that they have the proper authorization or permission. In visual content marketing, complying with copyright law is key to maintaining brand reputation and legal compliance. Failure to comply with copyright law can result in serious legal consequences, including fine and lawsuits. That Therefore, employees should always be vigilant to ensure that their visual content is legal and copyright. Conduct suitable intellectual property checks to confirm that you own the rights to use the image. After that, employees must avoid using unauthorized image on the web, especially on social media. Roshan, do you think that employees who have not received professional training will not realize that they are problem with their own concepts?
Yes, I agree with you. Because employees have not received professional training, they will not understand the trend situation and the needs for consumers. As a result, the words have no visual impact. There is no ways to attract consumer attention and the time for consumer to stay will be short. Furthermore, the consumer's experience and our brand image will be affected by not meeting the needs for consumers. This has caused consumers to feel disappointed and lost trust in our company. The reason why visual is important is that image with visual impact can quickly catch people's attention and express design information quickly.
What other risks do visual content marketing company face?
Visual content marketing also involves publishing content that touch on sensitive topics. Today, and the internet is becoming more and more major. Celebrities express their patriotism more and more directly and actively. Under this trend, any content involving sensitive topic can spark heated discussion and debate in a short period of time. For example, an Asian model in DR makeup advertisements made an action of lifting the corners of the eyes, referred as lazy eyes, which is an international expected Asian discrimination action. This leads a lot of public dissatisfaction and abuse. Therefore, the company must provide professional training to companies to avoid unnecessary trouble. All in all, while content has great potentials in marketing, company needs to exercise these challenges and develop strategy to this risk to ensure that their visual content can truly have a positive impact. This is the end for our discussion. Thank you.